Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Okay, in this first pile I see Educator. Educator is very strong and is most likely going to be my pick. I'm going to hope, most likely, I will hope to get Herdsman or Magician back. Either of those are quite good with the Educator because you usually want a reason. You want to draft ways with Educator of getting food very early on. Okay, so I see Hunter in this second pile, and that's if I knew I would get Herdsman back, then I think it would probably be very safe to take Huntsman here or Hunter. However, there are some other good cards in this pile: Remodeler, Reed Collector, Manufacturer, Farmer, Reformer even. So I think I might be okay taking a different card. Remodeler is quite nice. Reed Collector is good. Manufacturer is good. Farmer is good. I think I will go with probably just go with Remodeler. I think Reformer is quite good, but if I take Hunter, Hunter and Reformer don't really go together because Hunter can't eat the bred animals. Ooh, wow. Tutor would be great. Bargaining Baker would be great. Either of those. Puppeteer against the Magician would be great. Hmm. How do I not take Tutor here, right? I think I probably have to. Easy 6 points. And then this pick is probably Seasonal Worker, hoping to get the other guy back. Could do House Steward, but I think I need food. And Seasonal Worker would get me food. So I did broadcast this live on twitch.tv/play_agricola if you guys want to give me a follow on there. I'm trying to keep an eye on chat, so poke me if you have, or post in chat if you have any questions or comments or anything. Very interested to hear what you guys have to ask about. Oh, excuse me. So I'm hoping to get Herdsman back and then Hunter. That's my... And then with my miners, hopefully I get a way of using my vegetables or grain for bonus points. Educator is very strong because the ability to play occupations without using an action is extremely nice. Yeah, it lets you play stuff out of turn as well. So for example, if I know no one can block Reno and someone plays an occupation, I could play Remodeler and then instantly start player afterwards, knowing that my Reno action to build a room would be safe and it might let me jump in the family growth queue. But the order for me this game is probably Tutor first, then Educator. Um, You gain an extra point that way, and also usually when you play educator, you usually just go day labor second action anyways. So this way, instead of for only 2 food, I'll just save that same 2 food and play educator on the occupation space. Okay, well, neither of the cards that I was hoping for came back. Hmm. Pig catcher lets me leave 2 wood behind and get a boar, so I could take a wood and 3 food, which might not be too bad. Clay worker with remodeler is pretty nice. Actually, you know what? With seasonal worker, getting clay I think would be quite good. Makes it easier for me to get a cooking hearth. And here, hunter could be good if depending on when sheep come out. I think what I'll do though is I'll take reformer because if I build a cooking hearth, the ability to hold animals early can be really nice. You can breed animals nice and early. Yeah. And then this pick, I think is, oh, Potter with clay worker is okay. Convict 24601 is nice because it increases your point ceiling a lot. But I think Potter is a pretty easy pick here with clay worker. 2 food per harvest. Okay. Baking tray with my seasonal worker clay worker is good, worth considering. I think the pick though is evening prayer because I can play tutor and educator together. That'll be pretty nice. Yeah. Okay. Well, I know the house steward is out there, so might be worth going for a 5-room house, play wooden strongbox. Although I think what I will do is take strawberry patch because with my 2 early fields, I can get 2 vegetable with seasonal worker fairly easily. That should work out okay. So I think I'm hoping to get Reedstone Food in round one. So I'll do something like Reedstone Food plow, and then take wood plow, and then tutor educator together, and then play seasonal worker, go on, or play clay worker, get 3 clay, play seasonal worker, get grain, and then build clay oven. So I'll need 5 food for my first 3 occupations, and I'll start with 2 or 3. So I will have to take food at some point. I hope I hope the magician puppeteer doesn't go out of hand, because I saw magician and I saw puppeteer. Also the one where you get a grain when someone goes on traveling players. I'm not sure what that one's called. It's got the drummer on it. Okay, canoe is probably a good choice here. Um, yeah, not gonna take Sunday school, not gonna take goblet. Backyard well is pretty good. Witch's dance ground can be good. I think though the pick is canoe, just because it gives me another way of getting more food in the early game. I can use canoe to get my 2 reed for my first room. So maybe my round 1 is 3 wood, plow, and then plow, evening prayer, something like that. So diary would be quite good, but it's another improvement that I would have to play early. I actually like Mountain Cave could be good. I think I'm gonna try for Fish Pond though. I mean it's clay, which I should have plenty of with Clay Worker, and I did draft Canoe, so I could take Spindle with my Reformer. One clay and 1 food for 1 point is okay. Alright, here I think I take Apple Tree. Since I'm planning on plowing fields early, it's cheap and easy to play. This pick is, oh, probably wooden strongbox. Although, you know what? No, watering can is usually it's really nice to play at the end of the game because you can get 4 or 5 extra crops. And then Witch's Dance Ground. Nice. Witch's Dance Ground with Reformer is nice because I don't need to worry about doing big pastures because my Reformer is giving me 7 extra spaces to hold animals. So I can fence very tightly. Save me a bit of wood. Ooh. A little over zoomed there. So I started 4th. So 4 wood and then plow, or 3 wood and then plow is my most likely sequence. Patron for Legend. Wonder if Legend took the Puppeteer. Rotorok plays Peace Worker. So second action for me is Plow. And then round 2 we'll have to see what the options are. Marscock might plow with his second action. Oh no, he's gonna build the fireplace. Okay. I imagine that's what he'll do at least. So I'll first action plow, second action start player, because then I can first action take 3 food in the next round. Three food. So then when I pay 3, I'll go down to 1 food, and then if I go on day labor for 3 food, that would be enough. Yeah, there's the puppeteer. Let's see what about Turok does, but I imagine he takes the read. Oh. Oh, he's gonna start player. Okay. Well, guess I'll day labor. I want more food in the game. So he'll go on read stone food and piecework another stone. Pretty sure. So then I need to decide how I want to play this. I guess I'll take 3 read. 3 read is a pretty solid action. Covers my first room and my renovation. And I think it's unlikely that, oh, there's some struggling going on here. I think it's unlikely that traveling players will get taken, so I should be able to get 4 food traveling players next round. It would be nice if I could get Potter out in time. So what sequence would that be? That would be me playing clay worker and then taking wood or clay and then another occupation being played on top of that. It's doable. Legend might play an occupation here. No, he did grain, okay. No. Okay, I'll play clay worker. Because now I can afford to play Potter and take wood. So Legend does Reedstone Food or 6 clay? Probably 6 clay, I would think. Oh, interesting. 3 wood, okay. I guess with the reed collector, the wood makes sense. Able to build the first room now. Rating Maniac is nice. It gives me very reliable times to play my occupations on. Oh, there's family growth. So I'll take 4 wood and a clay. Second action. Oh, probably day labor. I don't know. Maybe just build so that I can reno Hearth next round. Yeah, I want to get a cooking hearth for sure. So, means I need 8 clay actually for reno plus cooking hearth. Do I grab 3 wood and a clay to get all the clay I need to reno, or do I day labor? I think I just day labor, unfortunately. Because this will now let me play seasonal worker. Oh, I guess I need to play remodeler before I actually do reno, so okay, no rush on that. Maybe I should have done just played cooking hearth there, because then I could have taken 2 sheep next round, which are 2 occupations rather than just 1. That was probably the better play. I think Marskak will first action build room. So I'll build in round 7. I have to be a little careful about legend because the reed collector can jump me in growing. So maybe I do have to start player. Yeah, I screwed that up. That day labor action should have been cooking hearth. Because then at least Marskak has to pick between 4 food from sheep and something else. Yeah. The way the well play worked is really nice for About to Rock. Really good position to be in. Legend plays Diary. Good. So the question is, do I start player or do I cooking hearth? I think I probably do cooking hearth. Just to be safe. So now Marskak probably takes 2 sheep, I would think. Hopefully someone plays an occupation so that I can go on day labor. Get 2 food and a vegetable for 5 food. Oh, Marskak plowed, okay. Well, then taking sheep would be fine for me. Alright, About to Rock plays Bargaining Baker. So he's gonna go for that clay oven. So I will play I could play Reformer and go for a breeding pair of sheep. Or I could play Seasonal Worker. You know what, breeding pair of sheep seems good. So that means I need to start player. And on start player I will play Fish Pond. I could play Apple Tree, but then I would need another wood grab before I could build a stable. I'm pressing Marskak a 6 wood action if I do this, which is not so good, but I think it's probably worth it to get the breeding pair of sheep. I mean, this seems like food is really important. So Marskak might actually have to take food instead of playing something else. Animal breeder, nice. So my second action will be build room in a stable so that I can grow in round 8. So unfortunately I came last in the family growth queue, but I think it'll be okay long term. I'll eat a sheep and a clay this harvest. On family growth I'll play apple tree or canoe, and then I'll have a sheep to eat for an occupation. I'll eat a clay and then 4 food that I pick up for the next harvest. And then beyond that I should be in quite good shape. So I got my cooking hearth, got Potter out. I'll be in a good shape to grow quickly. So that's pretty good. A pretty easy 4 food per harvest for the rest of the game, just as long as I don't eat too many more sheep than I can afford to. Oh, this is cool from Marskak. Pig wallow. I wondered about the animal breeder, but he's got pig wallow. Very cool. Oh, I need to actually mark a location for my fish pond, don't I? Um, yeah, down here, I guess. Put a flame token here. What is it? U is beggar. Is it? No, E is stonehouse. So it's L. Right. There we go. So I think we see legend start player here and then build 2 rooms, which is pretty cool. Oh no, interesting. Very interesting, deciding defense before instead of building more rooms. I would have thought he was in a perfect place to build 2 rooms, but maybe that's just me. Yeah, about to rock strong start. Well, clay oven, nice. Bargaining baker is always quite strong. Oh, plays schnapps distiller. I was thinking of the schnapps distillery improvement. Okay, well I fortunately don't have to family growth with my first action, so I can afford to take wood or traveling players. I think probably I take wood. Get a clay, because now I can family growth play canoe or apple tree. Probably canoe, because then I have a 3 food 1 read action available next round. So I'm hoping that both those clay actions accumulate and then I get them next round, because that would be perfect for me. And I'm going to aim to play Remodeler. Oh, when do I play Remodeler? If About to Rock does not build this round, and Maruskak does not build, then I could play Remodeler, first action Reno, second action Family Growth. Now, I would have to then eat all my sheep to do that, definitely. Oh, but I would have to take clay as well. So probably it would not work. Let's play apple tree here, actually, because I'm more likely to go on day labor than fishing. So now I have 5 food per harvest, approximately. If I could get 2 boar next round, that would be nice. Although I imagine Legend will take those 2 boar. I do want to take 5 clay as well. Probably the boar are more valuable than the 5 clay, I think. Ooh, Legend doing start player, but playing Loom. So I'm gonna hope that Legend is going for the 2 sheep over the 2 boar, because About to Rock is no use for the 2 boar, so hopefully it comes around to me. Marskok would like clay, but doesn't need it desperately. Legend, I think, won't take clay. I think he's going to use his reed with his basket maker's workshop. So, yeah. Got a 5 food action available on traveling players. Or 3, I could look at it as 3 food in an occupation because I'll trigger Legends Puppeteer, which will let me trigger my Educator. So that'd be good to do that. Oh, Marskok took the clay. Well, it's enough for him to Reno, so it makes sense. He might be thinking he might be thinking about doing Reno plus Cooking Hearth upgrade. And About to Rock did build a room. Oh, and Legend plays Herdsman. Too bad. So there might be a little bit of competition for the um, day labor space. But I think more likely, yeah, he just saw there are not really any good actions, so may as well do it. Yep. Then if he ever does want to take one animal, the day labor space is a 5 food space for him now. Just like for me after I play seasonal worker. So I would like to get to 5 clay this round because then I can play my Potter and then also be able to afford to Reno, like do first action Reno or something. So I have 2 boar that I want. I have traveling players that would be fine. I have day labor. Those are some of the actions that I would like. Nice, nice. So I get 2 boar. So 2 boar, and then second action will be day labor or traveling players. Good stuff. And then third action, take wood maybe, or take clay, or take stone. Have some options. Nice. So traveling players is enough food for me to feed because I get 3 food plus the occupation, then I eat a clay and get a food from apple tree. So that's good enough. and then I breed my sheep and my boar, and then I would have, if I ate sheep and boar, then I would have 5 plus 2 from my clay, 7 plus 1 from my apple tree, 8, which is perfect for a 4 house family. So my feeding for the rest of the game would be totally set. About to rock playing Stone Oven, probably on Reno, I would think. Yeah, Reformer is great. The ability to hold animals without actually fencing, really nice. Because of the power of breeding. So do I want day labor or do I want traveling players? I guess day labor is fine. I get a little bit more food this way. Well, mostly I don't help an opponent so much. So my goal will be to do start player strawberry patch in round 11 or round 12. Probably round 12 because I'm going to focus on getting my family growth in round 11. Because about to rock's going to family growth, and then I think Marskok will family growth round 10. So then if I can get mine in for round 11, that would be good. Yeah, there's Marskok with the cooking hearth upgrade. So if I can get 3 stone, I'll take 3 stone with my last action because 3 stone plus a reedstone food action is enough for me to get to a stone house. So that'll be a very solid amount of points. And between that and tutor and also my breeding animals, I have a very solid farm. Ooh, Legend ends up having to take traveling players himself. Good. That's what we like to do. We like to force people who play Puppeteer to do that. Edge, C, apple, and then these both breed. Marskok fencing again. Okay, maybe not. Maybe he's not going to build. I think he probably will. Maybe not. So I need to get on fishing at some point this game. And Because if I take fishing when it's got 4 food on it, that's gonna be worth 2 points for me. Yeah. So next round, round 11, if I could get on fishing then, would be a 2 point action. Or it would be 1 point and 3 food. Both of those are pretty good. Okay, I think that 4 clay is going to come back to me. So I'm pretty sure this is alright. Taking 3 wood and a clay. Because I do need more wood. I need to get my fencing. I'm going to need to fence at some point. So second action will be 4 clay. And then third action, probably plow or maybe day labor vegetable. Because I want to get cropped as well so that I can do some sowing. The way I've laid out my farm, I'm pretty sure Witch's Dance Ground will cover these 2 spaces, or these 2, and then my room goes here, and then I field here, and then those 4 spaces are pastures. Marskak did build another room. Just decided to get more cattle first. I guess he did need the food, didn't he? Because he only had 4 food from his 1 cattle. Oh, nice. About to rock playing an occupation. So I will play Remodeler. And then I'll take 2 clay, or 4 clay. So now my last action can be Reno. I could even play Reno Pottery. Pottery would be worth quite a bit for me. I guess it's 3 points. Yeah, it's a 2 point swing, isn't it, if I put any food on it. So that's actually better than I thought. Because the -1 says you don't get anything for playing this card if you just play it to occupy a space, because the -1 takes that point away. But then if just as long as you put 1 food on it, it's one food, 1 clay for 2 points, and that's good. Very good. Is this Mariskak on Family Growth or Reno? Might be on Reno to block me from renovating. No, it's on Family Growth. Okay. So my last action will be Reno. And yeah, I'll play Pottery. Ooh. Ooh. So that explains how my third and fourth packs were so good. There are a lot of really, really strong cards in this game. Patron, Chamberlain, Educator, Tutor, Raiding Maniac, Animal Breeder, Bargaining Baker, lots of really strong occupations. Quite nice. Well, we're all going to grow really large really quickly. So this might be who can make their game work the best outcome. So I'll first action 4 wood if it's available, definitely. Alternatively, 3 wood or plow are good for me. Oh, Marskak has Field Warden. Yeah, really, everyone's going to have crazy farms. So the limiting factor probably won't be plows, it's going to be wood. So I need to take wood as aggressively as I can. So that's why Legend didn't build another room, because he had Chamberlain. And Chamberlain doesn't want to build too many rooms. So I get 4 wood and a clay, which I'm happy with. So what am I going to do? I have 1 extra action. I could start player for 2 cattle. Oh, Back to Rock is going on start player. Well, that works. I either get 2 cattle or I get plow sow. So, in case I get plow sow, I'm going to take vegetable. So it's a little too bad that I can't get 2 food with it from my seasonal worker, but that's alright. Maybe I'll plan on taking fishing next round. For 1 food and 2 points. I guess I'll put him down here. Game feels like it's slowing down a bit, but maybe not. Maybe it's just because we have more actions. And times are all quite good. About to rock just slightly slow, but not bad. For the most part, people are making up their minds what they want to do before it gets to their turn, which is the important thing. Moskak, I assume this is on Reno. He's going to get a grain while doing so. So that's pretty cool. So let's see what About to Rock does. Is it Plow Sow? Might be Plow Sow. So I have space for 8 animals. So if I eat 1 sheep, then I can hold 2 cattle. So next action, 3 wood and a clay, and then maybe fence or plow or 5 food fishing. I have a couple actions that are quite good for me. Looks like that's start player from Maruskok, probably getting on family growth. Makes a lot of sense. With Field Warden, his plowing and stuff is great. It's unblockable. Although I'm in a pretty good spot because About to Rock doesn't really want to plow much more because he's going to get 1 more field from his Sunrise Admirer. And Maruskok is going to use his late actions to plow, and Legend only needs 1 more plow action. So getting 2 more plows, or a plow and a plow sow, should be pretty easy for me actually, which is very good. You know what? I'm going to gamble. Get a clay. So my last two moves, I think, are fence and fishing, or is it fence and plow? I think I want to get my fencing out of the way because I don't want to be competing with Legend, About to Rock, and Marskak, who are all looking like they want to fence still. I also want to start taking crops too, because I want to be able to take advantage of Plow Sow if it comes to me. Although Plow Sow won't come to me. I might want to consider first action start player next round. Ooh, About to Rock fencing. Okay, interesting. How does he do it, I wonder? Like, what's the layout I'm interested in? So I'll plow. There's 3 more fence actions left in the game. 4 if you include the fact that um, Legend can use Reno fence. So Maruskak's gonna start player, or gonna family growth. Legend is going to plow sow. So then what's About to Rock gonna do? Probably take a pair of animals? Oh, maybe not. Hmm. Is anyone really likely to take fishing? I don't think so, but I think I'm gonna be safe about it anyways. Food, and then this is 2 points. Yeah, so Marskak family growth, legend plow sow, or start player. He might start player, but I think probably plow sow is good enough. If legend does start player, then I probably get plow sow, because I don't think About to Rock's gonna get a plow sow. So then my actions are like, I have fence available to me, I have day labor, I have take clay, Well, I think I'm going to get my fencing out of the way here. I would like to start player, but I could plow as well. Although I think my plow, getting a plow next round is safe, if not plow sow. So I think fencing is fine with this move. I can put boar in here. So best case scenario, I have so much food I can breed all my animals. Well, breed cattle and sheep twice more and breed boar once more. But probably that's not going to be the case. I'm going to need to eat some of that. So it's so bake contested because what I could do is I could do take grain on day labor. Oh, legend is doing start player here. Okay. So that means he's probably going to do plow sow with his first move in round 14 to fill up those 2 empty spaces and another nice amount of points. So I'll take grain here and then do sow maybe. Or how many sow actions? If I could do just one sow action, but I think about to rock might do a sow action next round. If I'm gonna get a sow off, I probably need to do it here. So if I do take grain and then sow, then I would be able to play watering can for 2 points, pay a food for 2 points. And strawberry patch might end up falling by the wayside, which is unfortunate. First 2 pick occupations not gonna be, or minor improvements might be not be played. Actually, I picked out evening prayer first, didn't I? Pretty sure that's what I did. Hmm. We might do a sow bake this round. Yeah, looking like that's what About to Rock will do. Sow a grain, bake a grain, and then he'll end up at 8, which is pretty optimal. So I have good animal points, so that's my advantage over the other players. My animal points are much better than theirs, with the exception of Maruskak, but my improvement points are way better than Maruskak's because I have the pottery. So like fish pond and backyard well cancel each other out. Apple tree and duck pond cancel each other out, and then I have pottery as well. And we're both gonna have the same number of fields, and then I also have the tutor bonus, which is huge. Although Maruskak will probably have a lot more crop points than me because he's gonna be able to last action of the game plow sow. So if About to Rock doesn't sow, I will. Legend building the fireplace, recognizing that he needs to start being able to eat his sheep because needs to feed 10 food. Loom's going to provide 2. Basket Maker's Workshop 3, and then he's got another 2. So he needs another 3 food from 2 sheep, most likely. Which, if he takes sheep one more time, that would be enough, because his loom would give him an extra one, and then he could eat 1. So maybe I should take sheep, because there's not a whole lot else that I want to do here. I could take clay, but I'm pretty sure that clay is going to go untaken. So I think I can afford to do this. So then I eat 5 food, a clay, and an apple tree thing. So if I can let my cattle and my sheep breed, that's points. I can afford to eat the boar, no problem. So I have 4 food already. 1 from the boar, or 3 from the boar, 1 from apple tree. I could eat 2 grain, assuming that I don't play watering can. But Sandswall, want to join my all deck game after this, or do I not care for the extra decks? I might play, but I think I'm gonna go do some other stuff today. I've got some other things I gotta take care of. Gotta get some work done and stuff, so probably not. Thanks for the invite, though. I don't mind playing all decks. I don't know. It depends on who you're playing them with, because sometimes I think people don't value the cards correctly, and then that screws up the draft quite a bit. So if Family Growth comes around, that would be cool. I think there's no way Constable is in this game. Seen too many cards that I did not see in the draft. Animal Breeder, Chamberlain, Patron. Um, yeah, pretty sure nobody has Chamberlain or Constable. Unless I see About to Rock first action take 2 boar here, then maybe there's a chance. No, he does Family Growth. Okay. So I can gamble on Plow coming back around to me, so I should do something else. And what I'll do is I could take Clay, but I think it's worth probably gambling that the Clay will come back. Well, if I Plow, then I could do Sow Bake, and then my watering can would be worth that much more. Okay, so even though this is like a pretty unblockable action, I think it's probably still worth doing, because then my Sow Bake will be worth a lot more. Because I can sow another grain and then play watering can and max grain points and get another vegetable point. That'll be good. I wonder if Marvskok is thinking about building the joinery. So I'm not really sure why he would take that wood otherwise, unless he's planning on building stables. So he'll fence and then build stables, maybe. So I'm pretty sure About to Rock takes 2 boar here, so then I get to go on sow. Oh, about to rock's gonna bake here. So bake, okay. So I think I'll play it safe and just take my clay action now. So I can do day labor for 1 point, either take vegetable or grain, and then if I play watering can, that's 2 points. I think either way, whether I eat sheep or I eat clay, I'm gonna have a choice of eat for food or a point. But that's quite a good choice to have because for food for a point is a good conversion. Yeah, so my advantage on About to Rock is my animal points plus my pastures, but he counters that with improvement points plus being in stone. But then I have Tutor, so I think the kicker for me honestly, between all the other players is Tutor. That I have, we all have solid farms, but I think the Tutor is what helps me beat Marascock and Legend and About to Rock. That nice 6 bonus points. I guess I am only at 4 people compared to 5 for some of my opponents. So yeah, this might be a very tightly contested game. I think I probably have hit 50 though. I think I probably have a 40-point farm or 42-point farm, and then I had got 8 bonus points. Yeah, this is looking like a quite a strong farm. I'm gonna breed 3 more points here as well. Last action's going to be day labor, vegetable. Yeah, for one. Actually, it's 2 points, I guess, because it's 1 point for the vegetable and probably 1 point for the two foods. So that works. So you don't even need the animal or the apple tree. Then I breed, breed, and breed. And my final score is whatever I have plus 8. And that is 52. So I have a 44-point farm. So I hit 52 total. That's quite good. Don't know if it'll be enough, but it's a strong game considering I had last family growth. But of course, educator is really strong, so. Yeah, I'm at, the only scoring category I'm at 2 in is grain, otherwise I hit 3 or 4. Then pottery's worth 4 points for me. Let's see how it goes. About to Rock has 51, and he breeds 1 point, I think. So, might be a tie with him, actually. Oh, Marskak's at 54 already. 55. Nicely done. So we had 55 and 3 players at 52, so very tight. Yeah, I did not think Marskak's score was going to be that high, but I guess he's at 5 players to my 4, and that's the big difference. So our pastures are the same, his stables offset my pottery, and then we both have good crops and animals. Yeah, so the big difference is the, but then I have the tutor and he doesn't, really. That's pretty strong. Pretty strong. Yeah, I got stables under the Witch's Dance ground. Yeah, crazy. 55 straight up. Really good. Nicely done by him. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching, you guys. Um, hmm, take a quick look at the draft. So educator, I feel justified. Um, so reed collector showing up as way stronger than remodeler. Maybe should have taken it. Tutor, I'm happy with. Like I definitely wasn't gonna take writing maniac. Maybe I could have taken bargaining baker, but I mean tutor for a pretty easy 6 points. Hard to pass up on. Yeah, so I did have. Did I have the largest house? But I guess we all had four room houses, except for, um, yeah, except for the guy who played Chamberlain. Um, Seasonal worker I took there. So here I took clay worker over clay delivery men. I mean, clay worker pays off earlier, which was good for my potter. Then reformer. So here I took Potter instead of Convict 24601. I'm pretty sure that was the right pick. Although I don't know, it's really difficult to say. I mean, being able to eat all clay all game was nice. I took Evening Prayer, Strawberry Patch, which unfortunately went unplayed. Here I took Canoe, which is quite a bit worse than Sunday School and Backyard Well, and which is Dance Grounds. So, yeah, maybe should have taken Backyard Well there, because I did have a stone at the end. One stone. I took Fish Pond over Mountain Cave and Diary. And I only did that because of Canoe. And it looks like I could have got Fish Pond back. Oh, well, it was my only chance of that pile, I guess. Apple Tree, Watering Can, which is Dance Ground. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe my minors weren't correct. I'm pretty happy with my occupations, but I think maybe my minors I didn't draft correctly. But, I mean, hitting 52 is pretty hard to argue with. It's just that Marskak had such a strong game. Um, yeah. Yeah, that's all for me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Sandswall might be streaming, so I'll give him a host if he is. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Hope you enjoyed this little video. See you guys next time.